Why is it all of a sudden everybody wants to get into this asset class?
You're right, it's gone from an absolute niche to a must-have. We're now seeing very traditional asset managers like Fidelity, DWS, Allianz all piling in. We're seeing hedge funds such as Sun Asset Management. We're seeing even SoftBank come in. So the market has just boomed.
And how much is it expected to grow, or is this kind of peaky type territory?
Well, it's a good question again because it's been growing at a really fast rate. So the market's currently about 1.5 trillion, but the pace of that is expected to slow a little bit because fundraising has been more challenged. Investors are more cautious about where they're putting their money. So now Preqin say that by 2027 it's going to grow to about 2.3 trillion. So still huge, but I think the pace will start to slow a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. We're seeing that in all of private capital, right? Fundraising becoming a little bit more challenging. But we've come to this boom part, and you always hear people say, oh, shadow banking, we're worried about it. Presumably that's talking a lot about private credit. What are some of the risks here if we have this area of debt that is growing?
I think one of the biggest risks is interest rates creeping up. So this is a floating rate product. So the higher the interest rates, the more strain on borrowers' balance sheets. They'll have to repay more effectively. While it's great for the investors, it's definitely a stressful time for the borrowers. That's one of the big risks. The second risk is that default rates are starting to pick up, albeit slowly, but we are starting to see that happen again. So I think there's lots to look out for.